How do I look? Look good? Need to bring it down. Something too puffy? We good?
No, it's good.
All right, let's do it.
Three,
2. What the fuck is up, internets?
Welcome to the very last episode of season 3
of That's the Fucking Truth.
Badass. Okay, Dave Krinsky, our guest from Blades of Glory. He has a connection to this film. Clifton Collins Jr. plays Betancourt in the Vietnam scenes. He's in Dead President's Course. He go on to star in Extract, which was produced by Dave Krinsky.
That is a deep connection. I like it.
And finally, Santa Claus. I finally met the original Santa Claus. Just like you, pop in the trunk with everything that... side note about that, I thought it was ironic that shortly after, like actually directly after that scene, he's talking to Kirby. He's like, man, this motherfucker's out here flashing, like not being low key. He's getting a car. He's giving people money. I'm like, you just opened up your trunk with a trunk full of Christmas presents.
But in fairness, Kirby tells him, he's like, you motherfuckers got some gifts and got the fuck out of Dodge. This motherfucker cleaning out there $100 bills. Anthony, if you don't kill him, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So just to be clear,
you knew. Like I did not even have to hear any dialogue in that interrogation scene to know that he was just.
That is one of the. We'll get to that later, but yeah. So go ahead. Yes, tell them about how we meet Santa Claus here. Not how we meet him, but tell you. Go ahead.
Well, no, I mean you've been calling yourself Santa Claus for the majority of the duration of our friendship, and.
Well, I mean, if you want to take it one step further here, because I am the original King of Connections, he's called Santa Claus. I've been calling myself Santa Claus, rightfully so, for the things I provide. And if you don't know it, Clifton Powell plays Pinky, and in the third Friday, he comes in and says, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, niggas, from Pinky, nigga.
Oh, really?
You've never seen the last Friday? Pinky, when he comes into the party.
Clifton Powell
is Pinky.
The dad?
He's Pinky.
I did not know that. That's crazy. Because
can you see it now?
No, I can't picture him in that.
When we take a break to eat our food, we're gonna watch that. Just one scene.
Have you seen him in real life?
Yeah,
he's like a real life cowboy.
Yeah,
like riding horse. It's just
you know who Pinky is, though, right?
Yeah,
and you did not know that was Clifton Powell.
He's so far.
Not Clifton Powell. I'm sorry. Clifton Collins Jr.
Okay.
No.
Clifton Powell.
Yeah, Clifton Powell.
The dad from Dead Presidents, right? Or
no.
Okay, so you're talking about Clifton Collins Jr.
No, I'm talking about Clifton Powell, but I didn't see you had. I thought that said Clifton Powell right there.
Okay.
No, it's supposed to because he is. Oh, that says Extract.
Yeah.
Those are two different things. I'm sorry. Okay, 3, 2. Well, we had enough good stuff. But point, but no, that is still the same connection. He plays Pinky. Clifton Powell, who plays Cuddy, is Pinky.
Clifton Powell doesn't play Cuddy.
Yes, he does. You want don't. You wrote that, right?
3.
That's silence. Push it way down.
3, 2.
Oh no, I need more. 9, 8. Go ahead. I'll boast later. Go ahead.
All right.
Clifton Powell plays Cuddy, who plays Pinky. That was the longest scroll up he's ever had.
Have you seen William Jackson Harper? Because he's almost like a shoe-in.
Be careful with what you're about to do now, because the whole black community is waiting right now. Start the clock to see if David is racist or not. As he types away. He's going to say that it look alike. Well, I'll let you guys know. 1 second here. It's not 6 o'clock, Dave.
All right.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck yeah. Yeah. You know what? Who he almost looks like? Or you haven't? I can't. You know what? No, it's good. That's good.
Oh, were you about to?
Yeah, no, but I was actually about to do the community.
I was
going to say he looks like a white. He looks like a black version of our guy from. You ever seen the movie 21?
Yes.
His friend, the curly hair guy. He's lost weight now. He's very funny.
Yeah.
His face is right there.
Well, you look like a white version of Mr. Royal, so
a sexy white chocolate is what they're calling me nowadays. Again, we already talked about from the backyard.
Oh, I'm sorry. The heist scene. Another part that I really liked by that when Anthony like murder death kills that guy point blank in the chest a bunch of
Demolition
times,
Man.
puts the gun to the other guy's head, pulls the trigger, click, just starts beating the shit out of his head. Like
That's where the red splatter came from. You said you want to do the red splatter.
the brutality in this movie was really, it was like it would always catch you off guard because it was so few and far between. But when they hit it so
Hey.
hard and in your face. Like even in the war, when they showed like
Oh,
the
guts.
intestines hanging out and the got like the dead
I forgot they put
bodies.
it was either the dick or the intestines in one of those guys'
Why
mouth.
did he have it in his mouth?
Hmm?
Why did he have it in his mouth?
Oh, I know why. That was a Hughes Brothers callback. They're calling back. That's what happened to slaves in slavery. They would cut the dick off and put it in people's mouth, in guys' mouths. That was a callback.
Okay, connection.
Yeah, forgot about that one.
King of literal cock.
That's what I'm here for. All right, yeah, there you go. Yeah, perfectly. Jesus,
That's a good point.
thank you. Last but not least, what you call it? That money counting scene. Oh my God, when they're sitting around accounting, I told Anthony I didn't want to work with no junkie.
Yeah.
Now notice yet again the flip side. How Cleon was in war is how Skip is at home. How Skip is at home is how Cleon was at war. Because Cleon froze doing the robbery. And Skip came up. Sorry, Officer Brown. We'll talk to you later about that. Fast.
Yeah.
And that's what it goes to show you, man. Like people react different to that stuff, man. It was that whole robbery scene, like you said, it's probably one of the best. I'm not gonna say it's the best because I still think Heat is up there as one of the best heist scenes that I've ever really seen, like in the real time of things actually fucking happen and set it off. But this is close. It's up there, man.
Yeah. It was worth it was worth waiting the whole movie building up to that moment for sure.
And I don't know if waiting the whole movie is the right word.
No, I wasn't. I mean, I kind of was because
it was worth the reward because
I knew it was coming.
Am I watching the right movie?
Yeah.
You kept checking like.
But I would have been just as happy if it never happened. It was just a good story.
So guys, those are our favorite scenes from the film. Please tell us what your favorite scenes were. As you can see, we're not purposely going long on this, but it's a really good fucking film.
Oh, I got a lot more lines than I did scenes.
All right, well, that's what the cokehead said.
Isaiah Washington
is on Grey's Anatomy. Yes. You want to go 2 for 2 today and be wrong?
Are you 100% sure about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I know Isaiah Washington is on This Is Us.
I'm gonna really love this episode.
Oh, yes. Okay. Isaiah Washington. Yes. He was Big was
on Grey's Anatomy
until he had a little problem with the
Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there is anything. Well, there was something wrong with it.
The
book of Isaiah states that two men shall
in fairness, he was only quoting the Wakanda law. He was trying to read to them from the Wakanda bylaw.
Okay. They just didn't realize that was in there. I missed that verse. Shit. What was that? Killmonger chapter 3, verse 17 through 24.
69. You got it. So my point is, and another point that why we always one of the things caveats to when we make someone a scene stealer is who all were they in scenes with. He was almost in scenes with all the characters, and he never lacked and he never overdid anything. Speaking of that, oh shit, come on, Tarantino, my brother, Tarantino. Brother, you just called in doing an episode live of this thing called this TTFT. We are reviewing. No, you good. You good. We're reviewing Dead Presidents. Let me ask you this. Who was your favorite character in Dead Presidents and why?
My favorite character in Dead Presidents had to be, of course, Lorenz Tate. Don't forget his name in the movie, but the reason why I would say that is for the simple fact that not only was he the main character, but there's a lot of situations in there that he handled that I thought he handled pretty well. And it's a sad situation where it's still happening today in America where I feel like, too many veterans go and fight for the country and then they come back and then they be stuck in a situation where they have to resort to homelessness and drugs. So,
but character aside, who is the best performance?
I'm actually like I can't think of his name again, but the guy who was playing the bad guy who was sleeping with Lorenz Tate.
Clifton Powell. Cuddy.
Yeah, I knew who it was, but I couldn't think of his name.
What was it about Cuddy?
Cuddy, that was his name.
And I'm saying, what about him?
Cuddy was just smooth, man. Cuddy had the voice, he had the swag. He was what you have today in today's world, what they call sugar daddies. And when they got men and old men at home or gone somewhere for long periods of time and months on time, believe me, it's a Cuddy round. Go out that door.
Have you ever been a Cuddy? Cut that.
Hey, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna call you right back. But I want to say one last thing. That why you thinking the movie ATL? They be like, I'm gonna go get me some cutty. I'm gonna get me some cutty. But yeah, bro, we'll be done in a few minutes. I'm gonna give you a call. But that's going on the show. You just made the show. I'm gonna call you in a few minutes. Bet you. That's how we do it here at TTFT, guys. So see, here's the thing. We had not talked to him. He actually called in and made some of the same points we made.
Mhm.
What it really was.
The shot of the feet that you mentioned, that stood out to me in that scene. I thought it was really interesting, and we talked about it when we were discussing the movie. And maybe you could speak on this, being there on the set, but watching them kind of figure this out in real time. When it cuts to the shot of the feet, it seemed like purposefully out of place the way he's standing in on like dirt in this urban area where you wouldn't expect that ground to be. And it's almost like they brought in some dirt for him to stand on to like make it appear as though he's back on the ground in Vietnam or slipping back into that mindset. Do you know if that came into play at all, or if they just uh, was the dirt there intentionally? I guess is what I'm asking.
I'm not aware of any special effort that took place to bring that dirt or that gravel under there. I remember that shot when I first saw the movie, and one of the things that stood out to me was the sound, that.
Mm-hmm.
And later, in my own sort of filmmaking experiences, I know that that's not happenstance.
Right.
That's very specific that you would have to lay that sound in, or, so I just imagine that was just a textural component that they, desired or, came up with, or,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, just getting the shot. I mean, of course, yeah, putting the Foley in there, but I think most people think like, oh, a shot could just be kind of thoughtless, just grab the camera, grab a shot. But even just a shot of feet, they've got to light it, set, all of this attention goes into just getting the shot itself. So I was, yeah, it seemed like there was something being said there in that moment. It was interesting to me.
Hopefully you've been listening on Anchor. Hopefully you subscribed at Patreon. And guess what? We've now updated and made our site a lot more simple. Dave, tell them about it.
I mean, just go to ttft.live, and I mean, even your great grandmother could figure it out. Just check it out. You could everywhere where you can find us can be found at ttft.live, including merchandise. Like every movie that we've done, a lot of the guests that we've talked to, there's specific merchandise for those movies or people. Like over like 300 items to choose from in the merch store. So yeah, check out ttft.live.
I guarantee you one thing: we're the one channel that's under 10,000 subscribers that's talked to more people than you ever knew about.